impact is often invisible. You never had to see a Nazi to be impacted by fascism, then or now. Amelia Rosselli, daughter of the anti-fascist leader Carlo Roselli. Mussolini considered Amelia's father the regime's most dangerous political opponent. Carlo Roselli fled. Eventually, he reached Paris. He was joined by his wife, political activist Marion Cave, and in 1930, their daughter Amelia was born in exile, 7 years before the assassination of her father by Mussolini's forces. Exile and tragedy, resistance and carrying on. Amelia was Jewish and anti-fascist, just like her grandmother was. She was in exile, fleeing from oppression, just like her father, and just like millions of people across the continent, just like then and now. Dislocation, derootedness, boundaryless, though not necessarily free. Fascism creates conditions of permanent exile, conditions of no home. Her multilingual verses attest to what she described as a state of permanent exile. Her poetry decentralizes language, denationalizes it, strips it of meaning, turns it into sound. Her poetry is de-rooted in meaning. As the world became meaningless, so did her poems. Her poetry is queer, in that it reaches into something unknown and yet unarticulated. But you wouldn't return. You lay down half dead in a field of wheat, waiting for the sky. I took you home. I sowed you throughout the olive groves. I pushed you into the ravine, and then, seeing you were dead, I came to terms. You lived in the very air, and it was self-querying this silence that dragged oblivion throughout its sentences. In the small, cramped house, you appeared, impossible visitor to preordain my day, to tell me to come to terms. I wish I'd left you in the field. Smiling, you stretched your hand to the clouds, and then hurled yourself into the depths. Walking through the city, the past is gone. People walk to work, they shop. There may be old bullet holes on the building facades. They suggest that a war happened here once. People fled once and hid. Children laughed once and, long ago, were deported. That seems so far away now. Today, in the city, we may feel free. But in the small, cramped house, perhaps an impossible visitor appears to preordain our day.